Discipline over disruption. Most car companies compete by changing constantly. New designs, new positioning, new identity. Porsche does something different. It evolves slowly, and that discipline is its greatest advantage. Performance versus consistency. At first glance, Porsche looks like a performance brand. Speed, engineering, racing heritage. But the real strategy isn't performance, it's consistency. Most companies chase attention. Porsche protects identity. That changes everything. Controlled evolution. Here's where it gets interesting. The Porsche 911 has looked similar for decades. To some observers, that seems like a lack of innovation. In reality, it is controlled evolution. Every generation improves. But nothing feels unfamiliar. Customers don't need to relearn the brand. They recognize it instantly. Recognition builds trust. Trust builds loyalty. Loyalty builds long-term dominance. Hidden innovation. But this is where most people misunderstand Porsche. Innovation isn't absent. It's hidden inside structure. Under the surface, engineering improves, technology advances, performance increases, yet visually and emotionally, the identity remains stable. This creates something rare. Predictable prestige. Luxury psychology. Luxury markets reward stability because stability signals permanence, and permanence signals power. Most brands chase growth through expansion. Porsche grows through refinement. Instead of becoming everything to everyone, it becomes extremely precise for a specific audience. That audience values control, precision, heritage, quiet confidence, structural discipline. Here's where strategy becomes structural. Porsche limits emotional chaos. Design changes are measured. Brand messaging remains controlled. Even marketing feels restrained. This isn't accidental. It prevents dilution. When customers know exactly what a brand represents, they return again and again. Speed attracts attention. Consistency builds institutions. Internal ecosystem power. Another layer most people miss. Porsche balances exclusivity with accessibility. Unlike Ferrari, which relies heavily on restriction, Porsche allows broader ownership. But it protects hierarchy through model tiers. Entry-level models introduce the brand. High-performance models maintain prestige. This creates an internal ecosystem. Customers don't leave Porsche, they move upward inside it, and upward movement strengthens loyalty. But discipline requires restraint. Porsche rarely reacts emotionally to market trends. It observes, it refines, it executes only when aligned with identity. This is why Porsche survives industry shifts. While competitors chase disruption, Porsche controls evolution. The real strategy isn't speed, it's stability under pressure. Identity as power. In a world obsessed with change, Porsche proves something different. Progress doesn't require reinvention. Sometimes power comes from knowing exactly who you are and refusing to become anything else. Closing. Porsche doesn't dominate because it moves faster. It dominates because it moves deliberately. Discipline becomes identity. Identity becomes loyalty. And loyalty becomes long-term power. Porsche's strategic depth. Here's another layer most people overlook. Porsche doesn't just sell cars, it sells continuity. When someone buys a Porsche, they are not entering a trend, they are entering a lineage. That lineage connects past owners to future ones, and that creates emotional permanence. Evolution. Without shock, automotive brands often chase novelty, limited editions, radical redesigns, temporary excitement. But Porsche treats excitement differently. Instead of shock, it builds anticipation through evolution. Each new release feels familiar, yet improved. Trust compounds. This subtle progression trains the audience. Customers learn to expect refinement rather than reinvention. And expectation creates trust. Trust lowers hesitation. Lower hesitation increases purchase confidence. And confidence drives long-term demand. Proof over storytelling. But there's another strategic element hidden beneath performance. Porsche maintains strong motorsport credibility. Racing is not just marketing, it is validation. Every victory reinforces engineering authority. And engineering authority strengthens brand legitimacy. Many luxury brands rely on storytelling. Porsche relies on proof, psychological alignment. Here's where positioning becomes psychological. Porsche drivers often describe the experience as control rather than power. The steering feedback, the balance, the precision. Everything communicates mastery instead of excess. That attracts a specific personality type. People who value discipline over spectacle, skill over attention, consistency over chaos. And that alignment between product and personality builds tribal loyalty. Owners don't just drive Porsche, they identify with it. Structural loyalty engine. Another overlooked advantage, Porsche protects resale value aggressively. Limited supply, strong demand. These factors reinforce long-term ownership confidence. Confidence transforms buyers into repeat customers. And repeat customers reduce marketing dependency. This is where Porsche becomes structurally powerful. It does not need to constantly convince new audiences. Its existing audience sustains momentum. Most brands spend energy chasing new markets. Porsche strengthens the core. Strength at the center allows expansion without dilution. New technologies, all introduced carefully, without abandoning identity. Because identity is the real product. The car is only the vehicle, and in luxury markets, identity outlasts innovation. The future, without losing identity. Here's what makes Porsche rare. It evolves without abandoning itself. Many automotive brands struggle when new technology arrives. Electric vehicles, automation, digital integration. These shifts often force brands to redefine who they are. Porsche approaches change differently. Instead of replacing identity, it translates identity into new forms. The electric Taycan doesn't try to become something new. It remains unmistakably Porsche. Performance, balance, driver connection, even without a traditional engine. This strategy protects long-term relevance. Because technology changes, but positioning remains. Porsche isn't chasing the future. It's shaping it through continuity, and continuity builds trust across generations. In luxury markets, trends create attention, but consistency creates legacy. And Porsche has chosen legacy.